He's going to bring this one out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Here's Arch to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Longhorns want to move quickly. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that's not a surprise. When a QB lines up and sees man-to-man coverage on his guy, that is...
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Manning. Stepping to the right. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
The quarterback has to be able to get the ball out. When you're in an empty backfield, this area of the field, you don't have any tight ends or running backs helping you in pass pro. You've got 5 blockers. So you're not going to be able to hold on to it very long, especially if they're adding extra guys. And the QB there needs to know if it's not open right away, I'm throwing this thing into the bleachers. He does not and gives up the big safety.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. On the move, it's Bishop. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Looking long. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages. Because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is in the air. Here's the return. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. The offense changing the play. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. The 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
You know, oftentimes Oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter.
Number 96, set to kick off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down here to open the period. The run to the right. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Getting knocked back to open this drive at 2nd and 12. They'll run the counter. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's got trips right, a single receiver to the left on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Fires to the right. He makes a catch. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
They get the go route outside, and the quarterback was just licking his chops. He looked outside, he saw press man-to-man coverage, and he knew he had to win. If he could just be accurate with the throw, that was going to be an explosive play. You just could not draw that up any better.
The Vols come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. on inside. It's Bishop. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Bishop. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. He's looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. Got room at the 35. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. That's their freshman quarterback who was injured on the play. As they attend to him, Holly will keep an eye on things for us. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He'll do it himself on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to stop play here as one of the Volunteers remains on the field. I'm sure Holly will find out what's going on, and for the moment, we will step aside. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone. He tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The offense failed to convert on 4th down earlier, but that didn't change their thinking here. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Pocket breaking down. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
To the air on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And the Vols are threatening on 1st and goal. Off play action. There's the pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It's tough. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
On 3rd and goal. You can't hear yourself thinking here. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Well, it was a great effort throwing to the running back that time. He was almost able to get in on 3rd down. The defense makes the stop. Now it's decision time. 4th, you're very close to the goal line. You've got this running back in the backfield. What do you do?
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. The sneak scores it.
And the head coach is going to keep going for it on 4th down because his offense responds like that. Your coach gives you the ultimate vote of confidence. Down on the goal line, we're going for it. I believe in you guys to execute and get us in the end zone, and they pay it off. Phenomenal job up front by the offensive line. You love to see a team respond to their coach's confidence.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Makes a move. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. They eventually chase him down, but what a spectacular return that almost went all the way. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Trying to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Bishop.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Timeout is called. It's the 2nd charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Open on the left side, it's Smith. Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. Up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get it through the air. Zings it complete to the right. Turning it on. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. They'll go with a direct snap. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. The Vols will now use their final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Jackson. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Splits the uprights, it's good. The lead is now back down to 9. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, hard to believe we're a full month into the season. A lot of action in college football here in Week 4. We begin with the Ole Miss Rebels in their matchup against the number 12 team, the Miami Hurricanes. And it's Ole Miss looking to make it 5 straight wins, and they do that. They essentially lock down a postseason spot, though I think their goals are far bigger than just that. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
First down, right back to Brown. Maybe a crease. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable third down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Got enough space, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas! These guys are really hitting their stride in Week 4 as they push out that lead.
And that's another great run for a touchdown by this transfer running back. And you've seen in this game, guys, why they brought him in through the portal, to give them an added dimension and an added physicality as well. Now over 150 rushing yards in this game. He's been the star for the offense.
And the extra point extends the lead to 16. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finish finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They feed him again. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. This offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a map.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play, putting it in the end zone. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking to throw for it. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got...
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. On fourth down, looking to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He recovers the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, in this situation, the only offensive player who can advance the fumble is the guy who dropped it.
Well, the offense is coming off the field. They didn't have enough yards to get that first down anyway, but by putting it on the ground, they killed any shot at maintaining this drive, and now their defense has to take over in a sudden change situation.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his fourth trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Catch in the middle, it's Staley. Open spaces at the 30. Inside and he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They still have the lead, but a productive drive here would keep it a comfortable lead. Open space at the 25. Turns on the Jets. Touchdown, Longhorn. He got loose and it was lights out after that. He scores for the 5th time in this game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Coming out with it, it's Dodson. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. Running inside, it's Bishop. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Back to pass on 2nd down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Touchdown, Texas. The defense putting points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. So here is the Tennessee offense. looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete to the right. He's out of bounds at the 26-yard line. And the Volunteers want to pick up the tempo.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
The Volunteers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Defense dropping into soft coverage. The run inside. It's Bishop. Jumped on top of the pile. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He finds a dead spot in the middle. He does not get there. Stopped at the 25-yard line, and let's see what they do now on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't make the connection on fourth down, and they'll turn it over.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here, because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Here's Brown to begin the drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
Brown again. Finding some room. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
And you want to put a winning streak together like this team has, run the football and create explosive plays. Nice job by the offense, showing the speed. How about the blocking up front? Everybody blocking, getting a hat on a hat, creating the explosive run.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Starting to feel a little pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Touchdown, Texas! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Tennessee starts this drive as the offense takes the field. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by some.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
You gotta love a defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the fourth quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Working that left side. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown ball.
Well, it's good to finally see this offense have a little bit of success because that has not been the case in this game. Nothing has gone their way. They keep shooting themselves in the foot. You know, guys, coaches are always trying to find things to build on, and this is at least something late in this game, scoring that touchdown that hopefully helps build their confidence the next time they take the field.
And he puts through the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Texas offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. One more time, it's Brown. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Arch is going to throw for it. He's looking deep. Pulls it in on the left. Off and running. He's at the 10. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. This is a designed run. Breaks into the open. He's at the 40. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him.
Well, there's a big run on offense, and guys, I don't think a defender even touched him anywhere near the line of scrimmage. That's how big that hole was.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Staley.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bishop. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. The Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man, like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Bishop. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tries again to get it in. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing a third down and goal.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready.
Guys, they're going to pass on taking the sure 3 here and try to get the touchdown. And this is a pretty big gamble. Looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone. The 30. The 20. Touchdown Longhorn. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Pulls it in. It's Bishop. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll try to get the first through the air. He's taking a deep shot. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. And that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.